Good evening. A little later start. I'm going to be with you guys for a while tonight, or at least late into the evening. Welcome, guys. Still can't kick this cough. I've had something for the past 2 weeks. It started off, I think it's just been 3 different sicknesses. Initially, it was kind of chills and aches and stuff 2 weeks ago. It moved into a super stuffy nose, and now I'm just in a coughing fit phase. So I was with, I don't know. We went to Disney World. I'm always around sick people at work. It's just constant. But hopefully I'll be kicking this, whatever this goddamn thing is, in the next couple days. Because it's not COVID. We tested. It's not allergies. I'm not allergic to anything that I know of, at least. I never have any consistent problems every year. You know what I mean? I just think, I got a daughter that's in preschool. She comes home with shit. I'm around sick people all the time at work. I went to Disney World, and you're touching every rail that's covered in feces and whatever. So, anyway, welcome, guys. A bit more Star Wars than usual. Yeah, it's a little more somber. All 3 songs entering into this stream, and I usually randomize it, and it was random, were a little more slow-paced and somber, and I kind of dig it, man. It fits the mood of the 10:52 p.m. Late hour for me. But anyway, guys, welcome. Good to see you, Caleb and Vince and Josh and Benjamin and Cole. Detail. Hope everybody's doing well. There's really no topic of conversation tonight. I just wanted to hop on and bullshit with you guys. I'll be going out of town in a couple days. Once again, big trip that me and my buddies try to do every single year. It's just a guy's trip. It's a fun trip. Literally since we've had our driver's licenses. We're all 36 and 37 now. So for no joke, almost really 20 years we've been getting a cabin, and all 7 of us get together. We're all old high school buddies, and we get together. I mean, there's been a few years where we miss here and there just because of maybe weddings or bachelor parties, or for me it was deployment, or random shit, but we're able to squeeze one in this year. And we're doing it a little different this year than normal. Normally we get a cabin in the woods of North Georgia in the mountains. This year we're actually going to Asheville. And pretty excited about that. I've been through Asheville, on the outskirts of Asheville, but I've actually never been in the heart of Asheville. So I'm excited to check it out. But that's what's on my plate in the next couple days. Took another vacation day on the 29th. So, looking forward to it. What's up, Cole? Guided in the snow all day today. I'm so cold. Clients caught a ton of fish on dry flies, though. Nice, man. It's a little, it's not related to that, but for whatever reason, it reminded me of this because of fishing, I suppose. My brother-in-law, his dad, we were all hanging out, and his dad pulls up and in his car at a park where all the kids are playing, our kids, and he says, "You guys want to go what did he say? You guys want to go magnet fishing." He had these 2 giant ass heavy magnets tied with rope on a spool, and you chuck the magnet off of a dock, and you just drag the magnet back towards you, and maybe you'll pick up something on the magnet that somebody dropped in the water. I did it for maybe 10 minutes, and I caught a old rusted screw, and I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna go play with my kid. But Asheville, ASH, Asheville. I found it so funny. The other day, I had the idea to make a t-shirt that's in Arabish. It says, if you can read, again, this is in Arabish. If you can read this, go fuck your, or if you can read this, fuck you, exclamation mark. But it's all in Arabish. And I made the shirt, and within the first 24 hours, 5 people bought the shirt, and I just found it so funny that people got the sense of humor. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm excited. We, me and all my buddies, like really like breweries and stuff like that, and we're big beer drinkers. And we have a friend who's a part of our cabin crew, who goes up there all the time, knows all the breweries. I mean, that's what he does, man. So he's gonna give us a little tour. I've never really been to the heart of it, so I'm excited to check it out. Nice, Jordan. Welcome, man. I feel like you dig fly fishing, HG. You live in a great place for it, Cole. Yeah, like I'd say almost everybody that I work with, and not everybody, but most people that I work with love fishing and stuff like that. I haven't been fishing. I mean, golly, probably since I was, definitely, oh man. Definitely since I was a kid. Like, I'm going to say maybe 11 years old. So I don't know why. I don't really have much of a desire to do it. I have a really nice kayak, but I've never thought to fish off of it. I just kind of like paddling around, various spots around Jacksonville and St. Augustine and stuff like that, but Vince asks, has the job added more flexibility for vacation time? Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know. I don't think I've really talked about it that much when it comes to vacation and stuff. But it's really nice, man. So you get a certain amount of vacation days a year, and then you also get holiday days every year. So I don't know how many holidays we get. There's like 12 holidays. You can use those holiday days as vacation days, or you can cash them out for like a day's worth of pay for all 12 days. And then, so you get a ton of time off. And what's cool about events is, like, if I take a vacation day, since I work every third day, well, then I'm off for 5 days straight. So one vacation day gets you 5 days off, basically. Not only that, with the abundance of vacation and holiday days, you can swap shifts with anybody whenever you want. So, like, I'll swap, like, last week I swapped with a dude. He took, he asked me if I could work for him, like, early June, and I was like, yeah, you want to work for me and, such and such day. So, like, he just worked for me in April, and I'm going to work for him in June. And, if you want to do it that way, you could take a ton of days off in a row. Because again, 1 day off is 5 days off, if that makes sense. The only downside to that is, like, when I work for him in June, since there's 3 shifts, A, B, and C, I'm going to have to work 2 shifts in a row, which it's worth it, for a ton of time off. But yeah, it works out really well for time off. If you want time off, you can get time off. A lot of time off. Bad Daddy's Burgers. Those Phillies are the bomb. Bad Daddy's Burger. Oh, it's in Charlotte. Or maybe it's all over the place. Asheville? Do they have one in Asheville? No, they don't. I don't know if I'll be anywhere near one of those. What's up, Catherine? What's up, AGR? Good to see you guys. Man, I'm a sleepy boy. My mouse droid. Oh, yeah, the thumbnail is the mouse droid that I talked about last stream. It came in the mail. Now I got to figure out what to do with it. Got to get another shelf or something. Something to do with it. I also found, I don't know if you guys have seen, like in the background of some of my videos, I have an Ultimate Collector Series Lego A-Wing that I put together a couple years ago. And I found out that on Etsy, people make like wall mounts for Lego sets. And I found a wall mount for this this Lego set. And I kind of want to get it mounted on the wall. You know, instead of just... What I like about the wall behind my computer monitor is it's not just all pictures. There's like depth to it. You know, there's random stuff. There's different shapes and sizes and depths of all the things that I have hanging on my wall. And to have like a Lego A-Wing mounted vertically or horizontally on my wall would just, I don't know. And it would add another pop, if that makes sense. Yeah. Who is all getting Survivor when it comes out? Comes out on the 28th. I will be out of town until the 30th. I'm gonna miss the, which is fine. Got fun stuff planned, but I'm gonna miss the initial few days. Of playing it. No, I'll be able to. I'll be able to play it on the night of the 30th, I think. So. Yeah. Yeah, Marcus, I'm planning on streaming it. But for whatever reason, I had some major issues streaming Fallen Order the other day. Like, I've never had that issue with that game. The game ran completely fine on my computer, but when I tried to stream it to YouTube, YouTube was saying it was not receiving enough streaming data to maintain smooth streaming. So it was like chugging so bad, it was lagging so bad on the viewer's end. So hopefully I can figure that out, get that fixed before, before Survivor comes out, or, you know. Vince, thank you so much for the first Super Chat channel support of the stream. Vince says, watch Men in Black for the 527,342 or 342nd time, and I think it's time for a Star Wars buddy cop flick. I am all about it. One of my favorite subgenres. They are always fun. Absolutely, it's the I don't know, it's the juxtaposition, the confrontation, the butting of heads of two different personalities that makes a lot of those movies really fun. And then you have something like End of Watch, which is a movie about friendship more than a movie about like two cops. You know what I mean? It's a movie about a couple dudes who just happen to be cops. It's about their family. It's about their friendship. You know, I would love, yeah, something like that would fit really well in the Star Wars universe. I don't know, you know, what specifics I would want or anything like that, but something in that vein, 100%, I'd be up for it. Men in Black, man. Men in Black. I have such a love for Men in Black. You know this, Vince. You know this. That movie came out when I was, 10 years old? It came out in 96, right? Men in Black. Let me see. 97. So I was 11 years old when Men in Black came out. The Men in Black soundtrack on CD was one of the first CDs I ever bought, like with my own money. I love that movie. It's so fun and silly and creative, and being 11 years old when it came out, it just hit me in all the right places, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. 100%. But anyway, I appreciate that, Vince. I would love something like that for sure. Something a little more lighthearted. It'd be great. For sure. What's up, Nick? Yeah, I'm with you. Nick says, I'm a sucker for Men in Black 2. Not 2, the number 2. 2 as well. Men in Black 2 as well. Should have stayed as just one movie, in my opinion. Yeah, I'll agree with that. The second one, everybody says the third one is better than the second one. It's probably true, but, I don't really care for either of the sequels. The first one was just lightning in a bottle, and it was so weird and funky and different, that if it's just one standalone thing, which, for me, it kind of is one standalone thing. There's only one out of the three that I have a desire to watch. I don't have a desire to ever watch the second or third one again. But yeah, the first one, man. Do you play the Battlefront games? What's up, Tom? That's kind of hard to say, Tomk. I want to put a P in there somewhere. Do you play the Battlefront games? Yeah, I occasionally will fire up Battlefront 2, like the when did that come out? 2017? That Battlefront 2. From time to time, I used to play it all the time on live streams, but lately, the live streams that I do are just kind of like these little hangout live streams, Oh, Tom K. Gotcha. I'll just call you Tom. But yeah, if you're asking if I ever play them by myself when I'm not streaming, no, I haven't done that in a very long time. Yeah. That's a good way to put it, Vince. For sure. Another day in the office. He's been around forever. You got the beautiful speech about looking at the stars. You never just stop and look at the stars anymore, or something like that. In the first movie, he's, as you said, he's not an emotionalist stick in the mud. This is just his job. When you work somewhere, despite how exciting it might be to the outside, after a while, you get a little jaded. You get a little bored with it. It becomes routine, Nice, Evans. Yeah, I'm hoping to see Return of the Jedi in the theaters next week at some point. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be able to go see it, but any opportunity that I have, I'm gonna try to find the time. Oh, Tom, Andor's like one of my favorite Star Wars things of all time. Yeah, stick with it, man. We're not hosting an intergalactic kegger.
Just like you, of the 3 movies announced, I'm most excited for the Dawn of the Jedi movie. As a fan of the Legends comic series of the same name, I couldn't ask for better. Have you read those comics?
Mr. Nick, Darth Nicholas, thank you for the generous super chat and channel support this evening, man. The robot read it, but I'm going to read it as well. Nick said, just like you, of the 3 movies announced, I'm most excited for Dawn of the Jedi. As a fan of the Legends comic series of the same name, I couldn't ask for better. Have you read those comics? So no, to answer the question there, no. I've never been a big comic book reader. I have a stack of old Star Wars comics in my closet. I have some Shadows of the Empire comics in there. I have a lot of old comics from like the late 70s and early 80s, like the Marvel Star Wars ones, out there or in the closet. But no, I never like followed any comic series. I never, I mean, that goes beyond Star Wars too. Like, I've only read a handful of comics in my entire life. I had a few Ninja Turtle comics growing up. I had a handful of Superman comics. I always enjoyed Superman. If I ever did read Superman comics, I would usually, or if I ever did read comics, it would usually be Superman. Like Superman for All Seasons, and I don't know. I have a few Superman comics still, and a couple Superman graphic novels and whatnot. But yeah, Nick, for whatever reason, I've never been able to get into comics. I thought I was going to get into comics when they started making, you know, when Disney acquired the franchise and they started making a bunch of new stuff, and but I only read a handful of like the Vader comics, Dark Lord of the Sith, I think that's what it was called. I maybe read like 3 of those, 4, maybe more than that, I'm not sure. But yeah, no, I've never read it, never been much of a comic book guy, and I don't know why. In fact, I didn't even know there was a comic series titled that. I'm gonna look that up right now, Nick. Let's see. Dawn of the Jedi comic. Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi. When did that come out? 2012 to 2014. And there, it looks like there's 15. Yeah, 50 or 16? 15 or 16. Issues within that. It's weird, like going back to never reading comics. I remember reading a few, you know, spending my money on comics, and then like like blowing through it, and then just being like, okay, I'm done, and I'll never read that again. You know what I mean? I'm not one to sit there and like stare at the artwork either. So yeah, I loved comic shops. I still love comic shops. I used to go to them all the time when I was a kid. You know, maybe I'd buy some cards or something, the occasional comic, but like, yeah, there's something about comic shops that I love to this day. Like if there's a comic shop near me, I got to go into it. I don't know why. It's weird. But anyway, I appreciate that, Nick. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you as well. Oscar says, what's your personal headcanon? Oh, man. Golly. It's in my mind, there's certain things that it's not necessarily headcanon. It's just shit like that I don't pay attention to, if that makes sense. Like in my, you can take it to the place of the special editions even. Like, for me, Boba Fett's voice is Jason Wingreen. You know, things like that are my headcanon. Like when I think of Boba Fett talking to Vader in The Empire Strikes Back, I hear Jason Wingreen's voice. He's no good to me dead. I hear that voice. That's the voice that I hear for Boba Fett. So like, I guess you could consider that headcanon, you know? Other than that, man, there's things that I just kind of ignore or forget existed, like the fact that Darth Vader built C-3PO. You know, that's kind of dumb. So in my brain, like, I just forget that fact. You know what I mean? Even like Boba Fett surviving the Sarlacc pit, like in my mind, you know, there's a little bit of headcanon in there that says I don't like the resurrection of characters for the sake of resurrecting characters. And in my mind, he's still, you know, digesting in the Sarlacc pit. Oh, that's funny, Oscar. He said, Oscar says to me, the original Boba Fett sounds like Ghostface from the Scream movies. I can hear that. Yeah, for sure. So I don't necessarily have a lot of headcanon. I just choose to just not think about some of the dumb things that I don't like, if that makes sense. I'm sure if I sat down and really thought about it, I could probably give you some more examples of some headcanon and whatnot, but yeah, maybe that's a topic for a video if I sit down and think about it. Yeah. Anyway, Oscar, I appreciate that, man. Why is Bring Back Boba Fett trending? Oh, for like a season 2, I guess? Okay. It's funny how random stuff starts trending. I like the old Boba Fett voice as well, Vince. Good old Jason Wingreen. It's a shame. Nobody cares. Everybody campaigns for all sorts of things they don't like in Star Wars. But when you got a bunch of people, when you got a guy who was in a Star Wars movie, his voice at least, and then poof, poof, his voice is gone. Replaced forever and ever in all future versions. There's no campaign on Twitter for that man. Because it happened a long time ago. People's recollections are in the moment. Oh, nobody runs a campaign to get Sebastian Shaw back in the movie. No. As a Force Ghost. Yeah, he's in there. As the helmetless Vader. But no. Nobody campaigns for Sebastian Shaw. Nobody does that. Because the recollection is old. We all are in the moment. Anyway. I'm a firefighter who... AGR89, thank you so much for the super chat channel support, man. Good to see you. AGR says, one of my favorite Star Wars novels is Darth Vader Rise of the Dark Lord, which takes place right after Revenge of the Sith. Is that the one that I read? Let me see. Darth Vader Rise of the Dark Lord. Oh, no, that's not what I read. No, I've never read this. Interesting. Okay. One of my... I was thinking, for whatever reason, my brain was still on comic books. Interesting. When did this come out? 2005. Okay. Same year as Revenge of the Sith. Interesting. All right. Let's see how much that is on the Kindle AGR. $9. I can't say that I'll get around to reading that anytime soon. I'm still reading Thrawn Alliances, and I just bought Heir to the Empire on my Kindle. So as soon as I finish Alliances, I'll be reading, rereading for the first time in like 25 years, Heir to the Empire. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's been a very long time. I haven't read that book since I was in middle school. However long ago that was. I'm 30. I'm about to be 37. No. It's a while ago. But anyway, I appreciate that, AGR. I'm sure there's some folks who have read it. At the end of the novel, Obi-Wan finds out about Anakin still alive and communicates with Qui-Gon. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, Sebastian Shaw was the in Return of the Jedi when Luke takes off Vader's helmet. Sebastian Shaw is Vader, and when the Force ghosts, show up, you got Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan, and originally, the original Force ghost was Sebastian Shaw. I've made many videos about it over the years, but. Yeah, time goes. Where does the time go, Brandon? What's going on, man? Where's the time go? Yeah, I started this thing when I was 25. It's crazy to think about. About to be 37.
Whenever I feel underwhelmed by a recent SW series, I always remind myself it could have been far worse. IMO, if we got GL's midi-chlorian sequel trilogy with Maul as the main villain instead.
Darth Nicholas, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support once again this evening, man. Nick says, whenever I feel underwhelmed by a recent Star Wars series, I always remind myself it could have been far worse, in my opinion, if we got George Lucas's midi-chlorian sequel trilogy with Maul as the main villain instead. It can always be worse, right? It can always be worse. Whenever I'm underwhelmed by something, which, you know, it's funny because so many times, well, the way the internet works, you know, if you don't outright bash everything, if you don't like get super hyperbolic, over the top exaggerations about things that you don't like so many people on the internet do, well, then you're a shill. Well, then you just love everything and lap everything up and just consume everything that Disney produces, right? I'm not that dude. I'm not the dude to just kind of like exaggerate my dislike for something for the sake of entertainment on the internet. That's not me. So like, if I'm underwhelmed by something, like Rise of Skywalker, for example, right? Came out in 2019, 4 years ago almost. And I've made like 2 videos about it in those 4 years. I mean, I could have just pumped out a lot of negative videos. That's just not me. So when I'm underwhelmed by something, I just go, meh. What's next? Meh. Maybe I'll like the next thing, you know. Yeah, it could always be worse, right? I don't understand, like, I don't know. I think a lot of people still want Maul. Maybe it was because it was his idea, but want Maul as like the sequel trilogy villain. And to me, that's so stupid. It's not just a Maul thing. It's all characters that get resurrected. To me, it shows a lack of. One second. To me, it shows like a lack of creativity. When people constantly want more of the same things, and especially when characters like get cut in half on screen, it's cool, man. Got robot legs, neato bandito. Like, you want more of that guy? Why can't we have new people, new blood, new villains and stuff like that? I mean, I'm a broken record at this point, but I just think it really shows a lack of vision when an audiences just want to be spoon-fed more of the same shit. I don't know. I mean, different brains, but I find it so boring, you know. But that's just me. Oh, Nick, once again, as much as I love and respect George Lucas, some of his ideas were too far outside the realm of what Star Wars represents. You know, yeah, I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. But things just got, you look at the original trilogy, there is a grit to it. There's a sense of grand adventure. And then things start to get really goofy. As the world and the universe expands, it's just like so much goofy shit. There's like things that just, and I love Star Wars taking chances. Like, if I want Star Wars to take infinite chances. I want the franchise to continue to push boundaries and think outside the box about stories and characters and stuff like that. But like, even things, I know people love it, but like even things like, what was it? The Witches of Dathomir, right? And stuff like that. I mean, I guess the arc was kind of neat in the Clone Wars, but I don't know. It's for me, it's beyond what I'm looking for in Star Wars. Or the mystery of what's the arc that I'm thinking of? Not Mordor. Mortis. Like, Mortis is too out there for me. It's too like, it explains too much. You know, I also like when Star Wars lives in the mystery as well. You know. when Star Wars, the Force, when the Force lives in the mystery, you know, when it's a little more abstract, it's more interesting to me, at least. But then you have like Mystery of Mortis, and it's just like, no, the Force is represented by these father and the daughter and the son. It's the Force representation. It's a plane of existence in the Force, and you're just like, okay. Sometimes over explaining things actually detracts from enjoyment. You got have a little bit of mystery in there. I don't know. I know a lot of people love that arc, but for me, like, I don't know. That's just me. I like my Force to be a little hippy dippy. I like my Force to be a nice a full shot glass of hash head mysticism, you know. I like my Force to be Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. Nope, the Force is represented by the father and the son and the daughter. Anyway, I appreciate that, Nick. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much, man. Oscar says, have you ever felt the itch to get rid of Star Wars stuff? Oh, like in my personal life, like as in physical things that I own? Yeah, I don't really own a lot of stuff, man. I have, I've given away stuff, you know, maybe action figures. I gave away a few posters that I got sent to me. But yeah, I don't own or buy a lot of things. I'm pretty minimal in that way. Like, you know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, duh. But I'm not the type of Star Wars fan that constantly needs to buy stuff, which I'm glad I'm not that way, you know? That being said, I did just buy a $14 mouse droid popcorn bucket off of eBay because they don't sell them at the park anymore, and I was like, I kind of want that. But yeah, I've given stuff away for sure, and I'm planning on giving more away. Yeah. So, yeah, there's not many things that like possession. There's a few possessions that I own that are really near and dear to my heart. Most of them, you know, are like, I have an autograph from Gene Kranz, who was a flight director during the Apollo program. When it comes to Star Wars stuff, you know, my full suit of Stormtrooper armor, that's something that I just really like. It's not like it's a near and dear possession that I grew up with, you know what I mean? But no. Now my daughter, I have a near and dear possession, that a Star Wars thing that my daughter made. She outside of the Star Tours ride at Hollywood Studios, in the gift shop, there's like a little kiddie area where you can build your own lightsaber. You know, the types of lightsabers that have that interconnected plastic blade. You know, you can sling it out. She built her own lightsaber, not like the $300 lightsaber, like the $30 build your own lightsaber. She picked out a blue blade, and she picked out a cross guard. I was like, oh, cool, you picked a cross guard, a green cross guard. And then she picked out like the handle and the base of it and all that stuff. And that's just a cool thing that I'll hang on to forever, you know. We actually had a lightsaber fight today. I pulled out my old lightsaber that I had, very similar to hers, and we swung them and beat them to death. Oh yeah, I still fit the armor. Dude, when I built my armor, I was like 240 pounds. I'm 190 now. Yeah, it fits better than ever. Yeah, that was 10 years ago now. That's crazy to think about. Anyway, Vince, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Vince says, just eating boring healthy stuff lately, but been watching a bunch of food shows, so I guess I'm a masochist. Chef's Table on Netflix is a nice watch. Dreaming of trying truffle pasta. Anyone ever had it? Is Chef's Table the Jon Favreau show? Netflix. Maybe I'm thinking of something different. Oh no, that's something different. Okay, Chef's Table. All right. Yeah, my wife would like this. She's always watching cooking shows and stuff like that. The food, she's so over chopped. She's so over chopped. She can't stand it. She loves watching British baking show, and yeah, she's always, so she'd probably like this. I've never heard of it. But it's always good, man. It's always good to eat boring, healthy stuff. We always eat very healthy 6 days out of the week, and then we splurge 1 day out of the week. Like tonight, just some chicken, some lima beans, a little portion of sweet potatoes. But a couple days ago, we went to Mojo's, which is a barbecue restaurant, and they have a sandwich on the menu. It's a barbecue Reuben, and it's like my death row meal, and I gorge myself, and I feel like death after I eat it because I'm so full. But healthy stuff doesn't always have to be boring, man. I like a nice salad with a balsamic vinaigrette. I like, substituting cauliflower instead of potatoes for mashed potatoes, cauliflower mash or cauliflower mac and cheese. It's not the healthiest thing, but it's a little healthier than, noodles. You can get creative with it. Today for lunch, I had a turkey sandwich, but instead of using bread, I used big like leaves of lettuce, yeah, all about right decisions. 6 days out of the week. But I've never tried anything truffle, Vince. Yeah, I've never had anything truffle. I don't even know what it tastes. I don't know if I've ever heard a description of what truffle tastes like. I don't know. Random question, Vince, since we're on the topic of food. Have you ever seen the YouTube show Worth It? I don't think we've ever talked about it. But I think you'd like it. It's just like 15-minute videos where three friends, I think it originated on BuzzFeed or something like. It's all on YouTube now, but they just go to 3 different places. They try the same type of food at 3 different places at 3 different price points. So you have something that's super cheap, something that's middle grade, and something that's from like a really fancy, expensive restaurant. And I don't know, it's just one of those easy watching things on YouTube, I think you'd like it. I'm sure you're already familiar with it. Nice. Yeah, they just released a couple weeks ago their final episode. They're never going to do it again, which is a bummer. I really like those guys. Now we need to find something else to watch on YouTube. Oh, we're talking about food tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have devolved into the food conversation. I love it. I love it. I have no, like, we cannot keep junk in the house because I have no willpower. If we have like a bag of candy, I will eat it all in one sitting. If there's a bag of chips, I will eat it all in one sitting. I have no willpower. Like, that's why I used to weigh like 270 pounds. Like, I do not have willpower. So like, yeah, can't keep it in the house. If I do eat horribly, the next day I beat my ass to burn it off. I beat my ass to burn it off. Yeah, can't keep it. Mr. Nick, thank you so much for the super chat once again. Nick says, or asks, where can I eat the best burger in your area? So at my house, I make a really good smash burger. I get potato rolls. I make a cayenne pepper mayonnaise. It's just a mixture of mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, pickle brine, or jalapeno brine, like jalapeno juice, a little bit of it, and then a bunch of cayenne pepper. And that's the sauce that I use. Get 80-20 beef, obviously. Make a ball, smash it down on the griddle. I butter the bread, lay that down, get a nice like buttery crust on the bread. I usually just use American cheese. Lately, I've been using a mixture of Colby Jack and pepper jack layered on top of each other, and then a couple little slices of like Roma tomatoes and some lettuce. And dude, it's so goddamn good. Very similar to Shake Shack burger, if you've ever had it. But if you're looking for a restaurant, man, I love. There's a place at Jacksonville Beach called Blind Rabbit. It's like a burger and a whiskey bar restaurant, and they have a barbecue bacon burger. And normally, you know, people get so over the top with burgers. People do too much, you know, too much bullshit on burgers, but like, it's subtle. There's like a subtle barbecue glaze on it. Nice, like almost candied bacon on top. It is so good. It's so good. I haven't had it in a few years. I used to go there they used to have a restaurant kind of close to our old house. Used to go there all the time. Yeah, it's delicious. And there's also a place, and I don't know if it's there anymore, and I can't remember the name of it. It was a pesto burger, and it was delicious. It's delicious. But I don't think the place exists anymore. Yeah, I would recommend, if you're ever in Jacksonville at Jack's Beach, go to Blind Rabbit, get the barbecue bacon burger. It's delicious. Yeah, I've had Whataburger quite a bit. I mean, it's fast food burger. I would take it over a Burger King burger or a McDonald's burger for sure. I actually went there recently with my daughter. The inside of the restaurant was closed for whatever reason. And my wife was out of town. And I was like, you want to go get a burger? To my daughter. Burger and a milkshake. And we got there. The restaurant, the inside was closed. So we went through the drive-thru. And then we sat in the trunk of our car. Opened up the trunk and just sat back there eating burgers and drinking milkshakes. Bubba Fett, thank you so much for the super chat. Final super chat and channel support before I have to hop off. Bubba Fett says, bruh, truffle salt is dope as fuck. Truffle salt, Bubba. Truffle salt. What the hell is truffle salt? Truffle salt is a combination of salt and truffle pieces. The best truffle salt is one made with pieces of real truffle and an unrefined high-quality sea salt. All right, I'm going to have to check that out. Publix has it. Walmart even has it. Truffle salt. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, Bubba. Thanks for turning me on to something new. I'll have to try that. I'll get it next time I'm at the grocery store. Out of curiosity.
Love you, man. Just starting college, and honestly, you're a positive role model for me. I've got a part-time job and felt like giving back to you, man. May the force be with you.
Aw, BootyCrumb04. I love the username. What is a booty crumb? What is a booty crumb? Is it like people that don't have bidets and they got little flakes of shit in their butt crack? Is that what a booty crumb is? Or is it something sexual? I'm curious. I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat. What's a booty crumb? Booty crumb, thank you so much for the generous super chat and the kind words tonight. Booty crumb says, love you, man, just starting college, and honestly, you're a positive role model for me. I've got a part-time job and felt like giving back to you, man. May the force be with you. May the force be with you as well. It's a give and take. I get so much out of you guys, booty crumbs. You guys will never understand the like what these live streams do for me. And I'm glad they have an impact on you too as well, booty crumbs. Like, for me, they're very. It's like it's hard to explain. I love doing these little hangouts. It's very like therapeutic, a good way to end my day. You know, all these I love these random conversations that we have about everything under the sun. We talk about life. We talk about food. Sometimes we talk about Star Wars. But dude, I really appreciate the support, and I appreciate the kind words. And hell yeah, man. Congratulations on starting college. You know, that's enjoy it. Make the most of it. Keep kicking ass. I was an idiot. I tried to go to 2 colleges right out of high school, dropped out of both of them, enlisted in the military just because I didn't know what the hell else to do. So yeah, don't do what I did, man. Stick it out. Keep your head in the books. You know, have some fun. Have a lot of fun. But yeah, man. Wait, what was it? Old Xbox username. It's all I could think of besides the auto-generated ones. All my friends have them like that. Nice. I made it when I was 11. I'm almost 19 now. Nice, man. Booty crumbs. But, yeah. Sounds like you got your head screwed on straight, man. Part-time job. Starting college. You know. It might seem like you got a long way to go. You know, if you're doing the full 4 years, it'll fly by. It will fly by. So don't get discouraged if you get burned out, you know. Don't get discouraged. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And then you'll come out on the other side and you'll got a whole different type of stress. But anyway, Booty, I appreciate that, man. Congratulations. I appreciate the kind words and the support this evening. And may the force be with you as well. Booty crumbs, ladies and gentlemen. Booty crumbs. And Darth Nicholas, Alex Dunn, Benjamin B, and Oscar Rodriguez, thank you all for coming in with the final super chats, channel support of the stream. Oh, nice, nursing school. That's great, man. We occasionally have people who are. So when you go to school for EMT, you have to do ride-alongs with various fire departments. So we will occasionally have EMT students come in and ride with us. And a lot of those students are actually planning after they get their EMT to go to nursing school. So good on you. Hell yeah, good on you, Booty Crumbs. That's great. That's great. Hell yeah. Nick says, sorry to bug you with one last fun super chat. Do you like pineapple on your pizza or not? Oh, yeah, I do. I don't understand the hatred of it. Like, if you get a nice Hawaiian pizza, you know, ham and pineapple, it's delicious. I'm a firm believer that the people who poo-poo pineapple on a pizza have never had pineapple on a pizza. Pizza? Pizza. And if you have and you don't like it, that's fine. That's fine. But I don't understand like the parroted dislike of pineapple on pizza. I think it's pretty damn good. What do you think, Nick? What do you guys think? Pineapple on pizza. Oh, that's such a I'm curious. Should I start a poll? Start a poll. Pineapple on pizza. All right, boom. Just started a poll. Vote in the poll. I'm curious. Anyway, I appreciate that, Nick. Oh man, it's already 50-50 with 6 votes. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, pineapple. I'm not going to influence this poll. I'm going to let you guys do it. Alex Dunn, thank you so much, man. Alex says, hey, Greedo, just made it to the stream and wanted to let you know I'm heading to MEPS on May 5th and 6th. Good night, HG. Nice, man. You're going to take your ASVAB there. You might sign your contract there that day. But that's great. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. And I hope you really, you're going to be, dude, you're going to be so fucking nervous. Everybody is. But, you know, head down, do what you're told, make the most of it. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're joining a small percentage of people that do what did what you are doing. And, you should be proud of that. So, Alex, cheers, man. May 5th and 6th for MEPS. May 5th and 6th. I'm excited for you. Like, you're putting me right back into the memory of when I went to MEPS. It was, I mean, it's a weird experience, you know. It is a weird experience. And the night before you ship out to boot camp is, you're not going to sleep. They put us up in a hotel. So, like, everybody that was shipping out to boot camp the next day, they put all of us in a hotel. And in the morning, got on a bus, got to the airport. Navy boot camp is in Chicago. They flew us out to Chicago, got on another bus, and went through the Great Lakes gate. You know, your legs are shaking, you're getting nervous. You step off the bus and you're immediately getting screamed at. And you're going to have the thought of, what in the hell did I just get myself into? And it's okay to have that thought. And it's okay to, you know, when you lay in your rack that night, to just, to be sad. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to have all sorts of emotions, man. Just know that it's okay. You'll come out on the other side, and things will be so much easier once you get out of that. But cheers, man. Good luck to you. Keep in touch. Whenever you see these streams, hop on and let us know what you're up to. But I appreciate that, Alex. Cheers. And Benjamin B, thank you so much, Ben. Ben says, just finished Mando Season 3. It was good, but felt very tired. I'm looking forward to something new for Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi, and Acolyte might be that. Dude, I haven't even caught up with Mandalorian. I'm 5 episodes behind, Ben. 5 episodes behind. When it comes to live action Star Wars, I've never been that far behind, ever. I might be an episode or 2 behind and I catch up really quick, but like 5 episodes behind, that's crazy. It started out as we were out of town when episode 3 came out, I think. And then I worked the next Wednesday, so I couldn't watch it the next one. And then we went out of town again for my daughter's birthday. I had family in town for a week. It was just like a bunch of things every Wednesday where I couldn't watch the latest episode. I just got further and further and further behind, and now I know I have like 5 hours of The Mandalorian to watch, and it's daunting and overwhelming for me because I don't have much time to watch stuff. I was about to say I'm gonna hop off here and maybe watch an episode, but it's midnight, man. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna grab my Kindle, read a chapter of Thrawn Alliances, and crash. But yeah, so I'm, as I said, I'm only 3 episodes in. I'm 5 episodes behind, and the season so far, what I've seen, really hasn't done much for me. Despite not really having the opportunity to catch up with the show yet, I don't really have a burning desire to catch up with the show. Unlike Andor, for example, like I was biting at the bit to watch new Andor episodes when they came out, But anyway, I appreciate that, Ben. Cheers, man. Eventually I'll catch up. Eventually. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you for coming in with the final super chat and channel support of the stream. Oh, pineapple on pizza is at a complete 50-50 split. That is funny. That's funny. Yeah, I got a few things spoiled, JJ, but I haven't actively sought out spoilers, and I honestly don't really care if I see spoilers. But Oscar says, check out the Boondocks parody of Siri featuring George Lucas. Boondocks. George Lucas. Boondocks, Star Wars, iPhone. Okay. I Dream of Siri? You said George Lucas. Is GL George Lucas? After a commercial with George Lucas talking to Siri catches Robert's attention. iPhone commercial. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll check this out. There's like a little clip from it that I'll watch. I remember when that show was coming out. They're not still making episodes, right? Maybe they are. I don't know. Let's see. List of episodes. Season 4. No, they're not. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll watch this a little clip after for sure. All right. Sorry, I'm just looking at Boondocks. So, I remember when that show was coming out. I've seen a few episodes back in the day, but I never kept up with it. Oh, it went from 2005 to 2014. Wow. Took a lot of time to get through 4 seasons. I like that. I like that. Anyway. All right, guys. I got a jet. It is midnight. I'm tired. But this is fun. It's always fun. It's always fun bullshitting with you guys. It's a good time. But all right, everybody. Everybody who super chatted tonight, thank you so much. I appreciate it. To everybody who hung out in the chat, thanks for hanging out. I might do a stream tomorrow night, like around 7:30 Eastern time. Not promising anything. If I don't see you then, I'm not going to see you until the 31st or the 1st, because I'm going out of town. A friend's trip would be a good time. But yeah, man, I'll see you when I see you. I didn't cough as much as I thought I would. I've been hacking all day. Oh no, pineapple on pizza is losing the poll now. Oh, bummer. It's all right. To each his own, right? To each his own. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. See ya.